Hey beautiful souls, how's everybody been? Sorry it's been a little while between videos. I'm still trying to get in the groove of everything starting the new year, so sorry about the slow start, but I wanted to do a reading on the full moon energies and what is going to be happening in this red full moon. So very exciting, and the reason why I have these three cards here is because when I was clearing the decks and I was shuffling them and getting the feel for them, these three came out and I strongly heard to keep them. So I'm going to keep these ones here because they do come with the collective reading for everyone. They will resonate with a lot of you. If it doesn't resonate, keep watching. There is going to be more cards. I do want to pull on screen on video as well, so yeah, but these ones really wanted to come out, so I really wanted to keep them here and talk about these ones first, and then I'm going to use the Moonology deck, and then I'm going to use a crystal deck, divine deck, and just see what's going on with this beautiful deck over here for everybody. Okay, so what the first card is Follow the Moon. Now what I instantly got with these three cards together are actually, I feel really deep emotion with these. So it's not just a message of, oh, follow your intuition, which is exactly the message, but it's a lot deeper than that. For some of you out there, you're not listening to your intuition, you're not following your intuition, and you're getting nudges, feelings, and you're ignoring them. I also got a message of like, stop trying to sweep things under the rug. With a lot of people, including myself, like when it comes to like conflict and stuff, I don't like it. So like sometimes we want to sweep things under the rug and we might not say something because we just don't want to cause conflict, but it is necessary to have your voice and to speak. And so, if for you out there, it's something of just, finding your light and stop staying hidden in the shadows, and stand in your power and in your emotions, and know that you can make the right decisions for you. So that they were really strong messages from this card. When it comes to intuition, I also feel like knowing where to go, your direction. There's something about, you do know your direction and where you want to go. For some people, I think may not be just taking action. So make sure you're making like realistic goals for yourself, and you're taking action towards those goals and making accomplishments for yourself, because it helps with your self-esteem, your confidence, and the more you feel happy, you're sitting in a very high vibrational state. So your intuition, your clarity will be more clear because you're sitting in a more high vibration. So another message I just got is following the moon cycles. If you're interested in following the moon cycles, or you've been wanting to, definitely start following the moon phases. When women or men, but when you start following the moon phases and what the phases go through, you seem to connect more with self and how your cycles are and how you come back full circle. So following the moon phases can be another really important message as well. So make sure that you're staying true to yourself and you're following your intuition. The next one I got was wash away your burdens. I'm not gonna lie, these cards were really emotional when they came out, because I even started tearing up. So I can feel that there is some people that are still struggling with past issues. They're holding them back from being able to actually move forward. So for some of you, that your burdens that you're holding aren't yours to hold anymore, and you're being asked to let them go. Because your past has got you to where you are, and yes, you have lessons and knowledge you have learned, but it doesn't define who you are, and you're growing and you're learning, and that's when you can close that chapter and you can start a new one. You do not have to stay in any situation where you do not feel happy. So releasing is another big big thing with this full moon. I feel like there's going to be all this water around her face. So, and there's tears coming down. There's lots of releasing that's going to be happening in the next few days, or if not a week, where you might feel like you need to cry. Just cry. Release it. Whatever the trigger was, whatever it was that made you cry, because being vulnerable and crying is, one, it's great for releasing the energy out of your body, but two, it's not a bad thing to cry. We get born into this earth and we cry to show a sense of life. So maybe change your perspective on crying. If some of you don't like crying, crying is a beautiful thing. Our body releases what's inside, and then we get to go through the healing, and then we move on, and then we recharge, we empower, we feel good again. But holding all them things inside, those energies stay locked inside the body. You want to be able to release them because you don't want them to sit inside the body and be dense and low vibrational. You want to be able to release. And I think also, like with the lily pads and all that here, like a lily pad comes from a dark place and it comes up to the surface of the water and it comes to light. Like if you feel like if you've had like a really rocky past, that doesn't mean that your future is going to be the same, and you need to break those thought patterns and know that your future is bright and it is going to be full of happiness. You just need to believe it and want it, and take those steps that you need to take to get yourself there, because you are being guided very strongly. And the next one is reveal your truth. This could mean that yes, you could have a secret you're needing to tell someone, or you have something you're needing to tell somebody and you're not expressing your full truth. But for me, it was a lot deeper than that. I feel like for a lot of people out there still, even people that you might see confident, there's still some kind of mask coming away and revealing the real you, who you really are, that authentic person, and not caring about, who the judgment of others and, who will accept me and who won't accept me. The big question is, do you accept you? Because if you don't accept you, then how can anybody else? It's the same with love. If you can't love yourself, how's anybody else going to love you? You are a special person. You have so much to give, and you are a big caring person, and I believe that whoever is watching this is hearing this for a reason. And I feel like you being you 24/7, regardless whether it's strange to some people or not, that's how you shine. You are happy. You need to make you happy before anybody else. So if you being you makes you happy, that's what you need to do. So don't worry about judgments from others. Really stepping truly into your authenticity. This is not like when you go down the street, you act a certain way, and then when you get home you act a different way. That will end up changing, and it will just be you being you all the time, 24/7, and not having to say put on a certain act or something for, say, public, when you're out in public or whatnot. Like, this is just, even like social media, if you're someone that you love crystals or you're into spirituality and you can't, you're a little bit embarrassed to start opening up and sharing those things, share those things, because you're going to find like-minded people and you're going to attract them towards you. So, being who you are truly is really, really attractive. I think what I've learned over the last week, the things I've been learning about, is how everyone can, anyone can be beautiful. You can get hair extensions, eyelashes, nails, tan, tattoos, whatever it is, that's someone's ideal. You can get boobs, you can get your face done, but it really comes down to who you are inside. Because once you're happy with who you are inside and you're confident with that person you are inside, it's attractive. You'll just attract what you need to attract towards yourself. And the people that, are either envious of you or, you don't click with, that's not going to shake you, because you're in your power. You know what, you're you. You know that you don't need to fight for attention. You know you don't need all this, extra lifestyle. It'll come to you full with your soul family tribe, or people like-minded just like you. So make sure that you reveal, your truth and who you are, and as well, because that was the strongest message I got with her standing in the background. Like, she's so beautiful and she has so much love to give, except like she's been hiding behind a mask. She's been a bit shy and not wanting to really fully reveal herself. But it's now time to do that. It's time to really just to show who you are. If you have a big heart and you've been hurt, make strong boundaries for yourself so you can't get hurt, but don't shut yourself off to the point where you can't, you no longer care anymore. You don't want to be shut off like that. It is perfectly, I think it's quite sexy to be vulnerable these days and open, because at the end of the day, you're showing who you are. You're open, you're honest. There's no hidden agenda, there's no hidden anything. So being that way, regardless of whatever the judgment is from whoever, you can respond in such a confident way, and just being so happy with being you that their judgment does not matter. So sorry about the long rant there. That one was just such a, I don't know, they all kind of hit me at once, like the people just like second guessing themselves and not fully like having the faith that they can make the right decisions for themselves. Like, your intuition is guiding you and telling you, like, yes, that is the right decision. Don't second guess yourself. And then the washing away your burdens, it's like so many of people's past emotions, past hurt, past actions, maybe if they weren't the best, but like just there was so much emotion, and then like letting them out, and that fresh air and that hope that there's going to be better. And then just, that revealing the true self and just being who you are. And that they were such strong messages. So I'm so glad we got them done. Okay, so let's go to the Moonology, and let's see what this full moon, what the energies are for the collective in this red full moon. Thank you. What energies have we got coming up in this red full moon? Ooh, okay. We have conclusions are within reach. And that, like, if that's like, conclusions are within reach. If you have felt like you've been stuck, I feel like, oh, okay. If you've been stuck in a situation where you don't feel like you've had enough information to be able to make a decision, this full moon's really going to help with that. It's going to show you what you need to see to be able to make that decision. So there is a conclusion coming for whatever your situation is. This full moon is going to help you see clarity in that. And then we have look at the bigger picture. So for some of you, you're needing to maybe set your sights higher. I love how that's like a red moon. Well, it's pink, but like it's like a red pink moon, which is beautiful for what we've got coming up. So yeah, look at the bigger picture. Maybe there is a different perspective that you're needing to look at something. There also could be, like, I also got that goal setting before. Some of you need to set your sights higher, make goals for yourself that like are obviously realistic and reachable, but like set your sights higher. Like, make a bigger picture for yourself. Like, don't just settle for like small. Like, see what your life could be if you wanted it to be any way you could. Like, look at it at a bigger picture. There could be a situation where maybe you're not seeing something clearly, which is like this conclusion is within reach. So it could also be talking about that. There is something you're needing to look at in a different way, a different perspective to be able to come to this conclusion. But the full moon, this red moon, is definitely going to be helping people with decision making and having things come to light where we can move forward. What else can we get from the Moonology? What else is coming up? The energies for the collective in this red full moon, please. What other energies? Oh, there we go. A time for healing. Oh my gosh. oh my gosh, which is exactly what all this is. When you release, when you let go of pain, grief, anger, frustration, all of it at the end has to do with healing. Once this happens, the healing can begin. So for a lot of you out there, maybe this process has already happened and this is what's happening now. It's your healing stages. So if that is the case, know that if you're feeling a little bit low vibrational right now because you're going through the healing process, know that there is a brighter day and that you're going to feel different. Emotions always change. So when we're feeling a certain way, we can get really in our emotional body and it can really drag us down, or we can just remember that, yes, I feel like this right now, but it will change. I'm not going to feel this way forever. So there is definitely a time for healing. There's lots of people that are going to be going through different things. So I feel like just saying, like, have understanding for others at this time, because it's not just you that could need there's lots of people that are going to be going through some kind of healing, however that healing comes to them. But so just have understanding for others. Like, sometimes we can get a bit in our own bubble and just be like, you know, say for instance you're down the highway and someone cuts you off, and then instead of just like, you know, oh, well, not cuts you off and hits you, but you know what I mean, like kind of cuts in front of you and you're just like, oh my gosh, you know, you can either start swearing or you can just say like, I hope that person learns how to drive better. And like just try and not be as judgmental and not as misunderstanding, because we just don't know what people are going through each day. So it's good to just remember to be compassionate towards others at this time, because there is going to be a bit of healing going down for everyone. So, but it's always good to stay compassionate and understanding towards others as well, because, you know, we want those good deeds. Now, from the Divine Spirit, what messages do we need? Oh, okay. We've got ask and you will receive. Okay, so that's a really good one, because I feel like sometimes we forget to ask, and we only ask in times of desperate, you know, or desperality, or like, you know, when we're really down. But we forget to ask when things are still good. We don't, you know, we sometimes can forget to ask. So, you know, if you're needing help or guidance, or you just maybe you need to reach out and get some support, even if it's in the physical, or if you're needing to ask for some kind of help or guidance, ask, because you will receive that guidance. Ask for symbols, ask for numbers, ask for letters. You know, you've got to ask for something. You can't just say like, oh, well, you can say whatever you want, sorry, but you know, like, I mean, like, ask for like, okay, today, Spirit, I'd like to see, say 2 galahs flying by, right? They're just birds. But that could be just a message, just so you can feel the love from Spirit throughout the day. You've got to be able, like, putting that manifestation out there. You've asked for it, you will receive it, but like sitting in your house, you're not going to see that. So you've got to be able to still go out and do your thing, and then throughout the day, and you'll see your sign or message come through, and it's just your message from Spirit saying, yes, we're here, yes, we hear you, and you know, we're here. So, you know, it can be a lot more complex than that. You know, you might be asking for a lot more, which is completely fine. Angels, divine, universe, all that stuff, you can ask for as much as you want. There's plenty. So as long as it's pure intent, it's from the best and the good for, you know, all involved, you will receive. So there is also rejuvenation. So yeah, I really feel like with this healing and the letting go of the burdens, the washing away the burdens, and, you know, becoming this new who you are and stepping into that confidently, like, there is like a rejuvenation. There's like a rebirth. There's of self. There's a newfound confidence in who you are. Like, it's like a restart button and just starting again. Take daily action is another one. So like, you know, when it comes to your routines, make sure you've got, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you give yourself 5 positive affirmations about yourself in the mirror in the morning. Give yourself some love before you leave the house. You know, just make a daily action on some self-love is what I'm getting. Mother Earth, exactly. Make sure you're still connecting to nature, grounding yourself, take your shoes off, walk on the grass. like connect your energy with the earth, because when we do that, we not start aligning, but we start to really center and be able to focus more and hear the clarity of what we're needing to get. Seek advice. So I was getting that. There is some of you out there that might be too afraid to ask for help. Like, if you're needing advice or you're needing any kind of help, there is people out there that do want to help you, and they're not there to judge you at all. So, if you are someone that needs to seek advice, please just do so, because taking that leap and just doing it, you never know what could come out of it, and it could be so positive. So just take that step if you're needing to do that. Time to decide. If there's some of you out there that have been thinking about a certain situation, what I'm getting is just, if it's that bad, write the pros and cons. If the cons outweigh, the bad, vice versa, stick to that decision and just make it, because that will then keep the forward momentum moving for you, and it's going to keep you moving instead of just stuck in this one space. Now, the next one we got is karmic records. So, like, when I hear this, I also feel like there's lots of past life stuff. There's lots of spiritual connection. So, like, I also get Akashic records. There's lots of stuff that comes in with that. So I feel like connecting with yourself and finding what comes with that authenticity, things that resonate with you, that make you happy, there's a reason for that, but we need to explore those options and be able to really figure out why am I interested in that, why am I, and it will lead you to places. There's things about your soul, like there's something about like soul records. So like, it's not just karmic records, karmic, for instance, your karmic cycles might be closing, and this year can be all about achievement and and moving forward and new beginnings and new cycles and all those things. So like, you're also, I heard, changing templates. So like, there's a lot going on, I feel, and this is just how I'm feeling, but I feel like there's a lot going on the inside of our bodies and on a cellular level. Okay, just take that as it is. If it doesn't resonate with you, throw it out. But there is something that is happening on a cellular level that is helping with this change, this rejuvenation. Okay, seeking information. If you've been interested in a certain topic, there's something, seek advice, like seeking information. So for some of you out there, you're really needing to ask for help and seek some kind of information from a source. I feel like you know what that source is if this really resonates with you. So, if that's a reading, if that's, any other profession, but whatever it is, ask for this, help and seek this information out. Because you do have questions. There is questions here. So you could have been asking yourself a lot of questions lately. Do you know what I think is a great exercise? And yes, not everyone, I love writing, okay? So this is a great writing exercise, but write those questions out. Those questions that continuously, go over and over in your head, write them out, because your mental, you don't want to be too crowded in your mental state, because when we get too crowded with thoughts or questions and all that stuff, we then get unbalanced when it comes to staying in the present moment. So I feel like for some people too, journaling and writing things down, please, I'm telling you, it's such a blessing for your brain to write things out. And not just for your brain, but I mean, it's putting your thoughts into the physical world. You're putting energy, thought into physical, paper, pen. It is very, very important. And so I suggest for some of you, even a dream journal, I heard. So some of you could be doing dream journals, journaling. Really important. Don't forget to also do reviews, review on how you've been over the last few months, or even the last year, how far you've come. Don't forget to make sure you're giving yourself that pump up, if you get what I mean, with energy, where it comes to I have learned so much. Because sometimes we can stay so stuck forward, sometimes we've got to keep going that we forget that sometimes when we look back and reflect on where on a couple months, and yeah, they might have been hard, but like, what did you learn from it? Did we move forward from it? And if those answers are yes, then of course keep moving forward. But sometimes we do need to go back in our journals a little bit and just read what we've been writing and go, oh my gosh, that's right. That it can clear. I feel like for someone, it's going to set off an epiphany. So yeah, take that as it resonates. Elemental guides. So I have been working a lot with the elements lately. So if you're needing to work with all the elements, earth, air, fire, and water, working with all these elements together and putting them energies together is actually a really, really powerful thing. So if you're needing to bring more of one element into your life than another, fire, air, water, earth. If you're, bring some plants in the home for earth, candles for fire. You can have, you can have water, a glass of water. There's your water that sits in front of you. You know what I mean? And then excuse me. With air, you can have a fan going. You've got some air going. Open up the windows, let the wind come in. Like you've got the elements around you, and work with them. They're very, very powerful. There's a peaceful presence. I feel like for some of you, you've got a loved one around you that is helping, guiding you at this time. They actually could be giving you messages, and that's what you're not believing in. So like if you feel like there's a loved one like there's someone that's passed away that you feel like's been around you lately and they've sent you signs, they have, and like believe them that it's true. Like yes, they're not here in the physical, but they do not die energetically. They are never going to not be with you. They're always going to be in your heart space energetically for eternity. So they're always connected to you. They're always around. If you're wanting signs from someone that's passed away, you feel like it's not around, ask for a sign from them. Something realistic and something that you could perhaps, not something too common, but like something that you could possibly see, and something that you could easily be seen. There is an awareness. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like someone knows or has felt like someone's been around them, but they keep doubting it. So if that is you, stop doubting it, because this loved one, this person is definitely around you and giving you, it's a very peaceful presence. So it's someone that makes you feel very loved. Most definitely. Oh. We have financial constraints. So if you've been having a hard time with money lately, this full moon is going to help you release those burdens and start getting back on track when it comes to the financials. There's hidden blocks, and yes, these hidden blocks I do believe are these burdens. So like letting go of these things that are holding you back from your past, whether that's the way you think about yourself or the way you think about others or the way you think about love and relationships or parents or siblings or whatever it is, but finding a new way to see and heal that situation is really going to help release those things. There's definitely been worry and stress. I felt that throughout these 3 cards. You have no idea how much stress and I felt from them. Like it did bring me like a tear. Like for some people, they might not be needing, this advice. They might have already healed and they're confident and all that. But there is some people that aren't just there yet, and they're still needing this advice and this guidance and hearing this from spirit. Otherwise it wouldn't be out on this table. Okay. With this worry and stress, please, don't. Worry and stress is a useless thing. All you can do, problem solve. Change what is going on. Make a step towards it. Change what is worrying and stressing you and just hit it head on. Shielding your energy. Okay, so what I heard then is just some people just, say if it's the workplace or it's your home environment or it's your friend group, but there's certain people that are kind of attacking your energy at this time. You're really needing to shield your energy and making sure that you're not taking on other people's energy, other people's baggage. Some people are real like energy lighthouses, and when we're like energy lighthouses, we seem to attract people that can be a bit hurt or broken or, you know, selfish and all, you know, and all these things, and then they kind of vent or do their thing, and, you know, then they go and they're all, you know, feeling great, and then your lighthouse has kind of got a bit dull because they've sucked the life out of you, you know what I mean? So you're needing to shield your energy at this time. If you're into crystals, you know, use your black tourmaline, shungite, apidot. What else can we use? You know, you can even use smoky quartz, rose quartz, but keeping crystals on you that are gonna keep your energy protected. Some of you could have health issues going on at the moment. If that's the case, just make sure you're doing the right things for your body that you can be doing at this time, okay? Because there is a warning. Someone could be not warning with health. Don't do that. I think that people are needing to just make sure they're on top of their health so they don't get a lot of health issues, okay? The warning, I feel, is just really, I feel like if you keep blocking these emotions you have inside, I feel like it's really going to cause like a volcano inside you to erupt. And I don't, you know, I really don't like saying things like that, but it's like you're going to erupt with emotion and explode. Because the energy, like your guides and ancestors and everything really want you to do the best you can, and to do that you need to release this old energy to accept the new. The way I can, like the best way I can describe this is like when you have a house, right? If you filled the whole house up with stuff, it'll eventually get that full you can't walk around, yeah? So it's like our bodies, if we fill it up with too much dense energy, bad energy, and stagnant energy, it's going to sit in our bodies and it just sits there and nothing else can come in until we release the old. So it's like the house, if the house was full, we'd have to take everything out of the house and sort it out and then bring in only what was necessary and probably have a garage sale to get rid of the rest. So it's like with energy, you know, you've got to release that stuff inside of you because it's not good for your body, it's not good for you, and it's just not necessary anymore. Learn the lessons from them and just move along. Yeah, time to go deeper. And that's what it's talking about with that stuff. If you're feeling like, oh, I don't even like have really anything for this message, that message there might not be for you. It could just mean you just needing to not, you know, follow your intuition more, don't doubt your decision making, reveal your true you. But for some people, they do need to go deeper when it comes to their emotion, okay? Your choice. I always say you have two choices, always in a situation. You always have a choice. You always have a choice to do what, you know, is right for you. Don't put people before yourself. You know, obviously us mums, or, you know, if you're a mum and we have kids, of course our kids are going to come first. I don't mean things like that. I mean when it comes to your heart and soul, you put you first. That's what I mean. Because it's always your choice. If you are not in a situation that you're happy with, then change it. It's always your choice. Feelings, yeah, this full moon for the collective, for everyone, is bringing up a lot of feelings. It could be past feelings from, you know, from past relationships. It could just be emotions from past trauma. It could be childhood trauma. But there's lots of water and emotion coming in with this full moon. Use your mind. So when, you know, we're in nature and we're staying clear, your mind is going to be very, very intuitive and getting downloads, which is from your crown chakra that sits above your head. You will receive downloads that you need to be able to get through this next, whatever this next phase that you're heading towards. This is going to help with that, because your mind is going to be very clear in decision making and knowing what you want, because it's clear and you'll be able to know what you need. Self-love, that comes with this revealing your your true self, revealing your truth. Self-love is what it's all about. Even if you're not completely comfortable in your own skin yet, just keep doing what you're doing and finding ways to always love those aspects of yourself. Don't pick at it and think, oh, someone might think this. Whatever the case may be, just know that you loving you is really, really important, because once you do that, you attract so much more love into your life and you're not having to chase it. Self-love, this full moon is going to make us really focus on ourselves and making sure we're making the best choices we can. We're being the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly, that we can be, and having that compassionate and understanding for others. Storm passing, that's what I mean. Like, there is, some people that, yes, the storm has already passed. If you're going through the storm right now, it's going to pass. These feelings will change. You're not going to stay feeling this way forever. I promise. Now let's ask the crystals. Oh, look at that. Oh, air. See? An elemental. This is what I mean. Air. It's all about communication, imagination, independent, and witty. This is what I was saying. I think I've said that probably like 5 times, but like when you speak and then the cards just clarify, you can't help but go, oh my God, see, this is what I was saying. So yes, communication is so important with this full moon. Speaking about these feelings, these emotions, or these hurts and these pains, and communicating them in a healthy way. If that's writing them out in a book, burning the pages, releasing it back to the universe, then do so. If it's talking to the person directly and having a calm conversation but letting them know how they made you feel, then do so. But do it in a healthy way. Whatever is the most positive way or outlook that you can have on it to be able to move forward, then do so. There's lots of communication coming in with this full moon, and it even looks like a moon down here, and it's got birds in it, so there's definitely messages. See, messages from the birds. So there's communication, messages coming through with this full moon. You could be hearing from somebody you haven't heard for a while, or you're going to be communicating with someone that you haven't heard for a while. Imagination, the creativity. Keep a positive mindset, keep a positive attitude is really something I can't stress enough, because when you keep that positive, mindset and outlook, when it comes to creating and manifesting, your imagination is really going to be important. Visualizing what you need without doubt, without the doubt of, oh, I can't get that. No, you can obtain that. You can do whatever you want in this lifetime, and if you want it, you can get it. Independent. That's what I mean by when I said down here, where is it? But just the revealing your true self, the focusing on ourselves, that independence. Because when we're in relationships, this is something else that I have really observed this week, is like codependency with people. Like, some people can meet and within 4 days they're head over heels with each other, madly in love, and da 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 da. My thing is if there is some kind of codependency within there, it's a codependency. It's not really going to be a healthy balance or give and take. So maybe some people are needing to pull back and really make sure they're in their independence, in their own power, before they're trying to get someone else to come forth and come in, because we don't need to be completely like one life. When you're in a relationship, you're still 2 people. You can still be an individual and be independent, but you're going to compromise with a person and have 2 lives where you're compromising with each other. It's not just one person's life and your life drops off. I really feel like it's healthy. Relationship building is something that us as a collective are learning. I don't feel like everyone's been able to see or be able to have a healthy relationship. I know I don't feel like I have been able to have a proper healthy relationship where even I haven't been reactive and and not compromising. I kind of want to find something natural now, and I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing, finding connections that flow, that isn't forced. And so when we find connections like that, it's easier when it comes to the compromising, and when you hit the bumpy roads, you're able to approach each other and communicate and be able to figure it out and problem solve, instead of one maybe not wanting to approach the other and not really wanting to talk about it. You get where I'm going. So being independent, I feel for a lot of people is going to be a really good focus, and making sure that you're not being codependent towards anyone else. Witty. I feel like it's the confidence. There's this sense of confidence when you step into your power and you're independent and you know that you got you no matter what. There is a sense of wittiness that does come from that. So I do understand why that's there. So use the element of air this month to help you with communicating your truth, because it's also blue, which is also your throat chakra, which is all about communicating your truth. So if you haven't been speaking your honest feelings or truths lately, that's what's going to be happening with the energies for you. We've got green jade, so attracting love. Yes, I feel like all this there is people that I feel really do want to find love, but I feel like they have been really focusing on themselves, doing the best they can, healing, letting go of burdens, because they're really wanting to not settle and find someone that is a real true connection. So if that is you are attracting love into your life. So, keep a positive attitude, keep a good outlook, because if you start rushing and settling, the person that you could be attracting could be just around the corner, but you've given up before the race. So don't give up, keep positive. Whoever you are trying to attract will come your way. Balance. So if life's been a little bit unbalanced, this full moon's really going to help bring that balance back into your life. And there's a lot of cards here that can really resonate with that one. So there's dreams come true. Because look, for some of you out there, they really don't believe that there's good things coming in their future. And I know that's a bit deep, but it's the truth. I feel it. So please, 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 please know that your future is just as bright as anyone else's. You can be just as happy as anybody else. Like, you weren't brought here to watch people fall in love and have a happy life, and it's all about them, and you were just here to watch that and be like, haha, you don't have it. No. You just happened to have to go through some things before you got to the love. Everyone's story and journey is different. Just be patient. You are going to have so much happening in the near future, the future, that is going to make you very happy, and your dreams will come true. So don't think that you can't have what everyone else has, because you can. You've also got purity. When this healing comes, there's going to be a purifying of self, that rejuvenation that we had over there. There's that rebirth is to purify yourself and give yourself a new start to life. All right, crystals, what else do we have? Oh, we have angel light, angel communication. That's what I'm talking about. This intuition, communicating with the universe, spirit, whoever you believe in, communicating with them. Because I think some people may have been just too busy in life that they haven't really been able to stop and ask, and receive from the universe. Well, it's time to, communicate with your angels. Like I said, whoever you believe in, but it's time to communicate with spirit, because there is clairvoyance here. If you feel like you have no gift, you are very clairvoyant. And so if you need to go and watch on some videos on how to strengthen your clairvoyance, and how you can use those gifts and learn about them. That could be the information that you're seeking. There's so you are definitely clairvoyant. There is you are getting communication. So write these messages down, have them written down. There is a sense of alignment. With the rejuvenation, with any rejuvenation, it means you've had some form of alignment happen. So you're definitely going into an alignment, which means all those chakras are really going to be spinning this month. So make sure that you're doing the best to keep them clear and activated. Dreams and insight, that's what I mean. I heard dream journal earlier. So there is lots of you that are having dreams at this time. Write them down. Please, please, please. because they're like metaphors, like they're not exactly how you see them. So don't, like, even if it's a scary dream, don't let that fear, that energy of the fear in the dream scare you into, you know, wanting to interpret it and find a positive perspective on it, because there is one. It's just you need to find what that is. So writing them down really can give us clues on what the spirit's trying to tell us in our sleep, because when we're asleep, we're not in our conscious mind, we're not in control. So it's easy to be able to communicate with loved ones, spirit, universe, you know, so on. So dreams are very, very important for some out there at the moment. Loved ones could be trying to communicate with you in dreams. So just make sure you're writing those dreams down. Okay, yes. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to move on to these. Now, these are just my little, like, they're just another, like, little divine deck. They don't really... Oh, hello. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I may have kicked the tripod. Okay, I did. But anyways, let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Oh my God. All right. We have Spirit Blade. Okay. Now is the time to cut off negative energy and control situations with assertiveness. And that's what I mean. Cut off connections, but being in control of it, like whatever is the healthiest way to do that situation, you know, confident and not aggressive, because doing it in an aggressive way is just going to form more aggression. We want to be able to heal the situation, not keep it going. Okay, banish what holds you back, will take you on an adventure, and you will grow wisdom and spiritually. And that's what I mean, letting go of these things, or taking the leap that you're needing to take, or the action that you're needing to take right now, letting go and like just kind of like jumping straight into it. It's going to take you on an adventure where you're going to grow and gain wisdom, and then also grow spiritually. Okay, cut off unreliable ties and let your soul free. That's what I mean. I feel like also, like, there's just certain people that like feel like, you know, like, I can't stand this person, or I can't stand this job, or I can't stand this, and, you know, I can't do this relationship anymore, whatever the thing is. But like, someone out there needs to really set themselves free and start making themselves happy. So they're wanting us to use a spirit blade, okay, with this full moon. Use your spirit blade. Use the blade of truth and cut through shit you do not need anymore. Because it's going to release so much energy out to be able to what? Receive the new energy. That's right. Oh, we have a turner. Where is it? See you. I swear I see you. Oh, there. There. Nature. Uncontrolled forces will be testing. Control a situation and lead it to a completion and find inner harmony. Wisdom and knowledge will guide you down the right direction and path. It's the same kind of message as the spirit blade. Make sure whatever situations you are going to come up against in this month, that you handle it in a mature manner. Okay, whether you feel like you got to swallow your pride a bit, but like, pride and ego really doesn't get us anywhere. Okay, so if we're needing to find more compassion in a situation, please just do so, because you never know what the outcome could be. You might gain more out of it by being that way. We have cauldron. You need cleansing and recharging. Absolutely, this full moon is helping you with cleansing and recharging yourself. A holiday that has been on your mind should be taken. If some of you have had, you want to have a getaway, maybe there's a weekend, you want to get away and go somewhere, and you can do it, because there's a reason why you're being led to that place. Take a break to recharge mentally and physically. If lots of you out there have been very, very busy and you haven't been able to take time for yourself, or you're just forever, on your feet and doing things all the time, Spirit's really needing you to just take a step back. Take a little bit of a step back and recharge, because you're going to need it. Loyalty. Enduring friendships bring special meaning into your life. That, I'm not gonna lie, okay, y'all. I feel like there is certain people that need to hear this, and there's certain people in your life that need to be released, because there's new friendships coming in that actually have a special meaning. They're gonna have a really special meaning to your life. In times of need, seek out those who are wise around you for guidance and help. See, the ask for help, seek advice. Use your mind, your choice. So like, if you have someone around you that you could like, that you trust, that you know you can speak to with an open mind, and they have no judgment, and they'll give you their best advice they can, then talk to that person, because they might be able to help you with this step forward that you need to take. An ideal marriage or partnership. So that's what I mean. There is people out there that are really wanting love. They're wanting someone that they can get married to, or want a partner, but you want someone that's loyal. And what we have to do sometimes is be really, really patient. And we're not used to that. I feel like, it's 2021, everything's like this, we can get it at the tip of our fingers. So like, when it comes to love, why shouldn't love be the same? But it's not like that. So with love, we're having to be a bit more patient. Like, sometimes we're not going to just get someone straight away because we want them. Sometimes it is going to be a bit more of a self journey before finding, that person. So I think, even for me, I feel like I've had a lot of learning to do before I can even get into a partnership. So I'm still definitely on that discovery path. And I think there's lots of you out there too that are trying to find that connective soulmate type vibe. And it is coming. Just stay true to you, stay focused on you, do the self-love you're needing to do, and the releasing, and you are going to attract this person in. I feel like maybe this person can't come in at this time because of all this low energy. So like, releasing this is going to kind of allow them in. Yeah, calm. Move and set a pace that allows you to observe the beauty in nature that surrounds you. Stay tuned in your inner self. See, there is something about it is so sexy being really independent and knowing yourself and knowing who you are. It is really, really attractive. It really is. You just might not, like, if someone's not a confident person, hearing that message, they'd be like, oh yeah, right. But like, for me, I'm like, yeah, like seriously, like, staying more in tune with who you are and being more confident in your own skin, that's the sexiness in people. Like, when you're confident in who you are, it's got nothing to do with physicality, looks. You can nearly look the same as anybody these days, but the energy you radiate from the inside out, now that can't be, that can't be mimicked, that can't be copied. So, stay relaxed. Staying relaxed will help others stay relaxed around you. So if there is a situation that comes about that could get heated, maybe if you stay calm, it won't get heated, if that makes sense. Trying to figure out if I need another message from these, or if Spirit wants me to get another. Okay. Alright guys, we're getting to the end of the reading now, and if you are still with me, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to pull another message from the Spirit Oracle for the energies for the collective in this full moon 2021. Share your thoughts. Yeah, don't be a hermit. If you have like-minded people around you, and there's people you can, trust, and share your thoughts. Even if it's not that, like, when I seen this dragon, he fully just gave me some power. So it's like, even if these thoughts might upset others, like, as long as you're saying it in a compassionate way, but you need to get that off your chest. You need to be able to express your feelings. Oh, that's so strong for someone out there. And there's like a little golden phoenix here, like, or like, even if it's like a little, that's like a little like spirit guide in front of you, like telling you, like, no, say what you need to say, as long as it's, you know, it's not aggressive, it's not passive aggressive, you know, you're not being nasty, but sharing your thoughts, you can't hold that in. So there's something about sharing your thoughts here. Even if it's just sharing your thoughts with spirit. Like, some people, I think, can get very in their head and not speak. If you have an area where you can sit and speak out loud, I really think that's going to change someone's energy, is kind of the best way I can put it. So doing, because you're speaking into the physical and you're letting your ears hear it, it is a big difference than speaking in your head. So give it a go, let me know if that resonates. But yeah, there's something about that. Sharing your thoughts with spirit, letting them know you're here for them just like they're there for you. Oh, there we go. Oh, heed the messengers. That's what I'm saying. Spirit is so around this full moon, this month. This red full moon has lots of spiritual connection to it, whether it's ancestral or spiritual. It's all communication coming through. There's lots of messages, even if it's like a messenger from a past person, or, you know, you being the messenger to give someone that's talking about your feelings and how you are. But there's lots of messages going down. Lots of messages going down. Lots of tea, I'm sure. But these messages, I do feel, are very beautiful. This isn't like really the tea, because I feel like these are very beautiful messages as well. Very uplifting, very powerful. I feel like, you know, like, say if you're scrolling down your news feed and you see a positive, like, meme, like, take that as a sign. Like, you've seen it for a reason, and they wanted to say, like, hey, you are awesome. Smile. But no, there's lots of messages coming in from spirit and the physical in this month. Lots of communication. Oh, embrace the feminine. Embrace your feminine energy, your creativity, your motivation. What motivates you? What keeps you motivated? And look what she has. She has an egg. I told you there's a rebirth. She's even pregnant. Some of you, yes, you could be having a child, but there's a rebirth coming. Embrace the feminine side of you, the vulnerable, the confident, empowering, all those things. Embrace those aspects of yourself. I feel like it's going to be, she's very, like, powerful and confident within herself. So I feel like that's where you're heading, to that powerful person. Like, look the difference between her hiding behind the mask and then her standing naked in the forest, confident, strong, clear. And that's where you're going. This full moon is, oh my God, we are all connected. Sorry, it just stood out and I just was like, so that's a sign. I gotta take it. I gotta take it. We are all connected. Don't separate yourself from spirit. We are always connected. We are always one. If you separate and disconnect, then you don't have the connection. If you don't have the connection, then you don't get the knowledge, you don't get the information. Don't disconnect. You are always connected to your loved ones. You are always connected to spirit. You're always one. Never apart. Alright. I'm going to leave it as that. And the energy is coming in with this full moon for the collective. Overall, yes, is going to be emotional. But as I got to the end of the reading, it was very empowering. Like, I had the emotion at the start, I had the healing process and the doubts and the I don't knows, and then it just was so powerful, like, and certain and clear and confident. And I feel like that's exactly what we need to obtain. Be the best versions of ourselves that we can, have compassion and understanding for others, making sure we put ourselves first and have that self-love. It's actually really beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal reading with me, my email is down in the description below. Thank you again for watching, and like and subscribe, share with your friends, share it out. You never know what part of the reading could resonate for anybody. So yeah, I'm really grateful for you guys for watching my channel, and I will see you next time. Enjoy the full moon tonight, guys. Bye.